First light cuts.
Dawn on the iron blade, mud on my boots again, cold breath in the hedgerow, hands on the line. The field looks hard as bone, long rows waiting there. I bite down on the throttle and pull the day apart. Hear that engine groan, feel the ground give way. One clean cut and the dark breaks open. Turn the saw, turn it all around. Turn the saw, turn it, bring that stubborn ground down. I'll make a road for the sea, I'll make a place to grow. Turn the soil, turn it, let the red furrow show. Stone pops in the blade, rain left rust on the plow. Crow on the gatepost watching me work it out. Ridges like old scars, cut straight through the clay. Every pass I take writes my name today. Hear that engine groan, feel the ground give way. One clean cut and the dark breaks open. Turn the soil, turn it all around. Turn the soil, turn it, bring that stubborn ground down. I'll make a road for the sea, I'll make a place to grow. Turn the soil, turn it, let the red furrow show. When the sun leaves low and my shoulders burn, I know the worth of every slow return. Mud on my sleeves, dust in my throat, I keep that blade straight and I keep my hold. Turn the soil, turn it all around. Turn the soil, turn it, bring that stubborn ground down. I'll make a road for the sea, I'll make a place to grow. Turn the soil, turn it, let the red furrow show. Turn it, through the rain and stone. Turn it, till the field knows home.
Hello everyone, sorry about the first part of the video, my mic weren't working, but welcome back, hope you're doing good. Before we start discussing what we're doing, or what I'm doing, just a little update and housekeeping. We've moved on to the next month, and we've got 4 cows in calf. So I'm really chuffed with that. Would have liked a little more, but beggars can't be choosers. But we've got our first calves or our own calves coming, which is good. Now, following on to the last 2 videos, we're now carrying on with the next year's crop preparation. As you can see, we've moved on to the cropland instead of the grassland, and we're ploughing. Now, in today's world, I know that's not that's a bit frowned upon to plough. But there is reasons why I'm ploughing, which once I know do is headland turn, I will explain all. I will just state this is in my opinion, not factual or to go with my opinion, but right, they returned. So the first reason I'm ploughing is I don't know the land. I just took it on. I don't know what state it's in or anything. So the easiest thing is to plough it. Now, just like the grassland, we've got compaction. So that's the first bit being eliminated. We're ploughing between a foot and 18 inches, or about 15 inches. No, that is a foot, so that's about 30 centimetres. It is doing away with the compaction. It's also aerating, letting air get into the soil so it can breathe. As the soil is a living organism. And also, which I know because I'm pressing using the furrow press, which is that. It also heats the soil up quicker because you've got the black soil, so that heats up from the sun quicker. So in theory, your seeds can germinate a bit quicker because the soil's warmer. So that's what we're doing, and yeah, I could subsoil it, which would go down deeper, which we might do in future. But this is a fresh restart for the land. Just like the grass, we weren't... Well, I didn't show it for the reasons I'm now going to say, but we had a field of wheat and oats, and they were in such a bad state, they were yielding a ton an acre. Well, that's not good. So the soil needs a fresh restart. And carrying on. It will help us long term. Then again, which in real world terms, you've also got a foot of sponge. So if it rains heavy, you're not putting, there's that foot to soak into before it hits a hard pan. So that's basically what we're doing, is fluffing the soil up like a pillow. If you have rain on concrete, it sits in puddles. It's the same with the land. You can, if you cap what's called capping, or around where I was, that's known as capping, that's where the soil go like concrete. Then the seeds, the plants can't get through it, the water can't get through it. Where by ploughing, you're at least given that foot of absorption. So it's basically like making the turning the soil into a bit of a sponge. The downsides of doing it this way is you're using some more diesel, putting hours on the tractor and wear and tear onto it, but the rewards are there because you're burying trash, so like the stubble, and you're also putting, when it starts to decompose or rot, however you want to say it, you can get a little extra nitrogen from that decomposing, and that'll be around your roots to feed your crop, which is what you want. We will eventually have to do this for the grassland and reseed the grass, because that'll get compacted and it won't grow. I know back on, this is real world farming, back on mine we had 10 acres of grassland or a grass field what had sheep on it for 10 years. That was fallow and grass. When we started turning it back into arable land, we subsoiled it with a John Deere crawler tractor, or 2-track for the American friends, with a cousin's subsoiler on it, and the ground got that compacted, it actually stalled the tractor. So there again, the weight of the sheep, which you don't think with just the little footprint of them, but with 90 to 120 sheep on it for a year, over the years, that compacted down. So this is what we're doing. As I say, as to follow on to the last 2 videos, because this is the next step of the prep, which following on to this, it will be drilling. And I don't like doing it for how the game do it, but, or represents it in today's world. Represents it from when I was younger, but we're going to roll it, which I don't like rolling the fresh seed bed. I would rather wait for a little while till the crops are grown a bit, because you then bruise the crop, and when that come back up, it makes the crop stronger. That's how it was done. Rolling was done when I was young. I know we had a set of 3 Cambridge rollers, which, as I say, we used to do it when that was 3 inches out of the ground. So what, about 7.5 centimetres out of the ground, just to bruise it, to make it stronger. Where today rolling is done as the seed bed onto the seed bed for seed to soil contact, which I understand that, but to me, you're losing the strength of a crop. But again, as I say, that's my opinion. Perhaps I'm getting a bit like how I used to tell my mum not to, living in the old ways, but unfortunately them old people knew what they were doing over today. I know I've spent hours back on the farm with the ploughman, Alan, watching, learning, and that's how I know what I'm doing. I've transitioned that into here, the real world into the game. So I'm about 13, nearly 13 and a half acres into this field. I will catch up with you when we're near the end and doing the headland. See you in a little while. Hello everyone, welcome back again. We're now on the last pull around the headland. That's this field, well, just about done. That will now mean we're 47, 48 acres ish ploughed up. I got what I'm going to put into barley for next year ready. That's ploughed up. That just needs some lime on it, which isn't going to be a problem to get done. This one only needs some potash. That's what I was really lacking, but not over an amount. And that leaves 2, 3 more fields to plough up. But one of them has still got maize in for the cows. I'm hoping we'll get that next month, weather depending. As you can see now, it's raining. But we've only got this round to do and we're done, so that's why I haven't stopped. That's a case of get it done whilst we can. Or whilst that ain't too bad. So this is the ploughing done for this field, and as I say, this is the crop side of preparation. And once we've got all the fields done, we're in a position to start drilling and start looking forward to next year, which we hope will bring us better crop yields than this year. But there's a lot dependent on the weather. For it. So when we start drilling, I will come back and we'll go through that. So before I go, I will just ask the question. What's everyone's favourite tractor to plough with? I'll just leave you with that. Leave a comment down below for that. Just interested in what people like. And we'll just get round to the end and I'll bid you adieu. this rain is getting a bit... If we had much more to do, I would have stopped, but... Is this the final headland? Or part of the headland? Because you can scar the land. By doing that in the rain. Which we don't want to do. But by ploughing this field, or the 2 fields up, we've got rid of the compaction for this year. So that's good. That's putting us in a good state for next year. And we'll, as I say, we can get... I think next year this is going to go into... This will either be rye. Yeah, I think this is going to be the rye field. We've got the field of barley. And there might be a field of what, most probably a field of wheat over the way. For more straw. So we've got to look after the animals as much as we look after the land. So we're getting near the end of this last pull. The old 8S is pulling through, done nicely so far. No complaints. I meant to say earlier when I was talking about the big crawler John Deere getting stalled, that was a 8. The older 8000 series crawler. So that'd been what, 8345? So that was at the time, that was a fairly big tractor to be pulled down. That was how tight the land was. So that's the last pull. So I'll just cut out there. And I will say thank you for watching, that is very much appreciated. And I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.
Yeah. First light cuts